Hello and welcome from CMT Stuttgart, the second largest RV event in Europe, possibly in the world. Today I'm going to show you this brake edition from Challenge, the V114S. Tiny camper van. It's tiny because you can't get them any smaller I should say, than this. There are those who claim you can get smaller than this, but not with a toilet and shower, and which you can stand up inside. So got a rather interesting decals on the outside, and this it'll cost you 54,000 euros, so that may also be an interesting price point. What I notice here coming in, first thing, we've got storage up above the driving position. We've got storage above there, as you get in every vehicle. Table, okay, it's small, but then again it's a small vehicle. It will extend, giving you an extra third, something like that, maybe slightly less. We've got a fridge here which opens in two directions, so you can have it open the outside or opening to the inside. We've got this sign here which sort of greets us in cloth. Often they do this in lights, but the first time I've seen one in cloth, in fact. And in here we will find two burners and a relatively wide sink. It looks like there's a dead fly in there, but it's not. It's a bit of plastic. And in here we've got the toilet. Let's see if I can get the lights to go on. Probably no, they are on. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. No. Okay, so we've got the toilet. Now it mightn't look very large, but by standards of a vehicle of this size, that isn't bad at all. So I'll pull this one here open like that, and oh, there you go. Isn't that makes it easier, doesn't it? Sorry, I just looked at the 12 volt and checked that as being on. It also got storage behind here for shampoos and things like that. Now, yeah, I bet you're thinking there's no space in there. Right, okay, I'm coming in now. I've got my shoes on. I'm carrying a bag on my back, which you can't see, and I've got this much space. So there you've got the shower head, and that'll take me up there. If I close the door, I'm in the shower. Okay, you might say it's not a lot of space, but it's a bit. What I do in my vehicle, where I've got far more space than this, is to sit on the toilet there, and that's how I wash myself like that. It's also particularly handy if you're trying to get my feet clean after a hard cycle ride. You've got a window in the door. That's not a door. You've got a window in the wall as well. Bed is contoured around the toilet, so you've got less room at that side, but they've made the most of that, where you're probably going to put your feet, to give you all of this space up here. And not only that, you've got something here which will fold out, so if you need to carry things which need to fold down, that might work. This bit here, this shelf here, will also come out, and at the top you've got a bar there, so you can make a wardrobe out of that. Little details, but they make all the difference, I think, to the camping experience. On this side, another big storage compartment, but this time you can't remove the floor. On the other side we will find it's space to put your pillows up at night, and you can sort of sit up and read or something. There is a light above. It comes on by touch, as you might have just seen, and there is more storage as well. There are windows in the door, and blackout blinds within those windows, mosquito nets. You can open those windows, but there's no insulation in the door, unfortunately. In proper drawers in here, and of course here there is something. This net here is to stop things falling, coming forward, that you might have in the back when you suddenly brake. Now, I like tiny vehicles. The reason is, from a practical point of view, it's easy to park. to start off with. That's number one thing. And if you're out in the middle of nowhere, then parking may not be a problem. But in many cases, it is a problem. Also, people have a natural fear, I think, of driving larger vehicles. So this one here, okay, it's wider than a car is, but it's not really all that much longer. I think this combined is something worthy of thought. It certainly was the case for me, any case. So I do have a certain amount of reticence about driving wide vehicles. Long ones don't really bother me, but wide ones, I feel a certain amount of fear. I don't know if fear is the right word, but don't really like them. Okay, in the back here, we have got this is for the gas. So you see, you get two full-size gas cylinders in there, despite the size of it. Two full-size ones, unless it's really cold, that'll last quite a long time. I'm still using the same cylinder I put on my vehicle in April, and that's 9 months ago. It's now January, and you can see I've had a bit of winter. Admittedly, I wasn't in the van all in November and in December. Sorry, I was in half of November. I was in the van. I left the van 18th of November. Wasn't in it in December. But now, okay, I've been in January, so it's not really the gas isn't too bad. There's the boiler, and there's a bit of storage, so that's ideal for leaving sweet wrappers, for example. As always with any van, you can lift all this stuff up. All comes out. Should you need to put it to one side. Straps to hold it up to one side if you want to carry things which are big. This, I think, is part of the kit for making a cockpit sofa bed manufactured near Heilbronn by a friend of mine, and you can see that in a different video, and I will give you a link to it. Right, so let's close the door, and this one. I've been very positive about this vehicle, the brake edition, but I would point this out. There's extra security is needed on this. These things here are very easy to break into, and so there are solutions though to that, and I can show them also in a different video. So I think I've given quite an in-depth account of this vehicle. As you can see, I'm very positively disposed towards small campers in general, and so if this is the sort of thing that might interest you, I've got lots and lots of small campers on this channel. Admittedly, there's not much difference inside between one brand and the other, so if you're looking for a small camper, you're probably going to buy it on what's immediately available. These days everything is available just about, so then you're probably going to decide on the cosmetic features, the internal layout, what you like, what's important for you. And anyway, good, thanks for watching, and have a look at some of the other small campers, and bye for now.